Section 49. Vaisampayana said, O king, impressed with the great Rajasuya sacrifice of King Yudhishthira, Sakuni, the son of Suvala, having learned before the intentions of Duryodhana, while accompanying him in the way from the assembly house, and desirous of saying what was agreeable to him, approached Dhritarashtra, endued with great wisdom, and finding the monarch deprived of his high, seated in his throne, told him these words, Know, O great king, O bull of the Bharata race, that Duryodhana, having lost color, hath become pale, and emaciated, and depressed, and a prey to anxiety. Why dost thou not, after due enquiry, ascertain the grief that is in the heart of thy eldest son, the grief that is caused by the foe? Dhritarashtra said, Duryodhana, what is the reason of thy great affliction, O son of the Kuru race? If it is fit for me to hear it, then tell me the reason. This Sakuni here says that thou hast lost color, become pale and emaciated, and a prey to anxiety. I do not know what can be the reason of thy sorrow. This vast wealth of mine is at thy control. Thy brothers and all our relations never do anything that is disagreeable to thee. Thou wearest the best apparel and eatest the best food that is prepared with meat. The best of horse carries thee. What it is, therefore, that hath made thee pale and emaciated? Costly beds, beautiful damsels, mansions decked with excellent furniture, and sport of the delightful kind without doubt. These all wait but at thy command, as in the case of the gods themselves. Therefore, O proud one, why dost thou grieve, O son, as if thou wert destitute? Duryodhana said, I eat and dress myself like a wretch, and pass my time all the while a prey to fierce jealousy. He indeed is a man who, incapable of bearing the pride of the foe, liveth having vanquished that foe with the desire of liberating his own subjects from the tyranny of the foe. Contentment has also pride, O Bharata, are destructive of prosperity, and those other two qualities also, viz. Compassion and fear. One who acteth under the influence of these never obtaineth anything high. Having beheld Yudhishthira's prosperity, whatever I enjoy brings me no gratification. The prosperity of Kunti's son, that is possessed of such splendor, maketh me pale, knowing the affluence of the foe, and my own destitution. Even though that affluence is not before me, I had seen it before me. Therefore have I lost color, and became melancholy, pale and emaciated. Yudhishthira supporteth 88,000 Snataka Brahmanas, leading domestic lives, giving on to each of them 30 slave girls. Besides this, 1,000 other Brahmanas daily eat at his palace the best of food on golden plates. The kings of Cambodia sent on to him as tribute innumerable skins, black, darkish, and red of the deer kadali, as also numberless blankets of excellent textures, and hundreds and thousands of she-elephants, and 30,000 she-camels wander within the palace, for the kings of the earth brought them all as tribute to the capital of the Pandavas. And O Lord of earth, the kings also brought on to this foremost of sacrifices heaps upon heaps of jewels and gems for the son of Kunti. Never before did I see or hear of such enormous wealth as was brought on to the sacrifice of the intelligent sons of Pandu. And O king, beholding that enormous collection of wealth belonging to the foe, I cannot enjoy peace of mind. Hundreds of Brahmanas, supported by the grants that Yudhishthira had given them, and possessing wealth of kind, waited at the palace gate with 3,000 of millions of tribute, but were prevented by the keepers from entering the mansion, bringing with them clarified butter, in handsome Kamandalus made of gold. They did not obtain admission into the palace, and Ocean himself brought unto him in vessels of white copper the nectar that is generated within his waters, and which is much superior to that which flowers and annual plants produce for Sakra and Vasudeva at the conclusion of the sacrifice, having brought an excellent conch, bathed the son of Pritha with sea water, brought in 1,000 jars of gold, all well adorned with numerous gems. Beholding all this, I became feverish with jealousy. Those jars had been taken to the eastern and the southern oceans, and they had also been taken on the shoulders of men to the western ocean. O bull among men, and O father, although none but birds only can go to the northern region, Arjuna, having gone thither, exacted as tribute vast quantity of wealth. There is another wonderful incident also which I will relate to thee. O listen to me. When 100,000 Brahmanas were fed, it had been arranged that to notify this act every day conches would be blown in a chorus. But O Bharata, I continually heard conches blown there almost repeatedly, and hearing those notes my hair stood on end. And O great king, that palatial compound, filled with innumerable monarchs that came there as spectators, looked exceedingly handsome, like the cloudless firmament with stars. And O king of men, the monarchs came into the sacrifice of the wise son of Pandu, bringing with them every kind of wealth. And the kings that came there became like Vaishyas, the distributors of food unto the Brahmanas that were fed. And O king, the prosperity that I beheld of Yudhishthira was such that neither the chief himself of the celestials, nor Yama, nor Varuna, nor the lord of the Guhyakas weren't the same. And beholding that great prosperity of the son of Pandu, my heart burned and I cannot enjoy peace. Hearing these words of Duryodhana, Sakuni replied, Hear how thou mayest obtain this unrivaled prosperity that thou beholdest in the son of Pandu. O thou that hast truth for thy prowess, O Bharata, I am an adept at dice, superior to all in the world. I can ascertain the success or otherwise of every throw, and when to stake and when not. I have special knowledge of the game. The son of Kunti also is fond of dice, playing though he possesses the little skill in it. Summoned to play or battle, he is sure to come forward, and I will defeat him repeatedly at every throw by practicing deception. I promise to win all the wealth of his, and thou, O Duryodhana, shall then enjoy the same. Vaisampayana continued. King Duryodhana, thus addressed by Sakuni, without allowing a moment to elapse, said unto Dhritarashtra, This Sakuni, an adept at dice, is ready to win at dice, O king, the wealth of the sons of Pandu. It behoveth thee to grant him permission to do so. Dhritarashtra replied, I always follow the counsels of Kshata, my minister possessed of great wisdom. Having consulted with him, I will inform thee what my judgment is in respect of this affair. Endued with great foresight, he will keeping morality before his eyes, tell us what is good and what is proper for both parties, and what should be done in this matter. Duryodhana said, If thou consultest with Kshata, he will make thee desist, and if thou desist, O king, I will certainly kill myself. And when I am dead, O king, thou wilt become happy with Vidura. Thou wilt then enjoy the whole earth. What need hast thou with me? Vaisampayana continued. Dhritarashtra, hearing these words of affliction uttered by Duryodhana from mixed feeling, himself ready to what Duryodhana had dictated, commanded his servant, saying, Let artificers be employed, to erect without delay a delightful and handsome and spacious palace, with 100 doors and 1,000 columns, and having brought carpenters and joiners, set hay jewels and precious stones all over the walls, and making it handsome and easy of access, report to me when everything is complete. And O monarch, King Dhritarashtra, having made this resolution for the pacification of Duryodhana, sent messengers on to Vidura for summoning him, for without taking counsel with Vidura, never did the monarch form any resolution. But as regards the matter at hand, the king, although he knew the havels of gambling, was yet attracted towards it. The intelligent Vidura, however, as soon as he heard of it, knew that the arrival of Kali was at hand, and seeing that the way to destruction was about to open, he quickly came to Dhritarashtra, and Vidura, approaching his illustrious eldest brother, and bowing down onto his feet, said these words: O exalted king, I do not approve of this resolution that thou hast formed. It behoveth thee, O king, to act in such a way that no dispute may arise between thy children on account of this gambling match. Dhritarashtra replied, O Kshata, if the gods be merciful unto us, assuredly no dispute will ever arise amongst my sons. Therefore, auspicious or otherwise, beneficial or otherwise, let this friendly challenge at dice proceed. Even this, without doubt, is what fate hath ordained for us. And O son of the Bharata race, when I am near, and Drona and Bhishma and thou too, nothing evil that even fate might have ordained is likely to happen. Therefore, go thou on a car, yoking their 2 horses, endued with speed of the wind, so that thou mayest reach Kandavaprastha even today, and bring thou Yudhishthira with thee. And O Vidura, I tell that even this is my resolution. Tell me nothing. I regard fate as supreme, which bringeth all this. Hearing these words of Dhritarashtra, and concluding that his race was doomed, Vidura, in great sorrow, went on to Bhishma, endued with great wisdom. Thus ends the 49th section in the Dyuta Parva of the Sabha Parva.